It was one call that changed everything for Hitender Sharma.
It was someone from a private investigating company. They called me and informed me that it seems that your company is hijacked.
Hijacked in that Sharma's name had been removed as the director of the company that owns this Mississauga property. The registered head office changed to a fake, a complete stranger, effectively taking control of his land worth around $12 million.
I was told that the person who actually hijacked the company tried to take $5 million from a private lender, and that is something which was like shocking.
It's not new, but the amount that we're seeing now is new and is troubling.
Brian King, the private investigator who first alerted Sharma. His firm alone is handling 4 other similar cases, and that's just in recent months. The common thread: vacant mortgage-free properties, typically owned by a numbered company. The fraudsters' goal: take control, then extract money through loans or mortgages on the land.
We're pouring through some certain records that we now have access to, and I do suspect we're going to find more.
In one case King is investigating, a property in Caledon was sold outright for nearly $5 million. At the center of this, the Ontario Business Registry. The province brought in a new system where companies were given unique security keys, kind of like a PIN number. Those can be used to make changes, for example, to remove someone as the director of a company. While we don't know exactly how the fraudsters managed to hijack Sharma's company, what we do know is that one path to retrieve that company key is to answer a series of security questions. And some of those answers can be found in the public record.
In my mind, it's a bit of a flaw in our government system right now that needs to be fixed.
What we're seeing here is a classic case of weak verification being exploited by criminals.
The security expert says government organizations should be held to the same standards as financial or health institutions and need to introduce better security measures.
And I think that those 3 things, from ditching security questions, requiring multi-factor, adding real-time alert, and change delays, I think those would have had a big impact here and would help.
In a statement about retrieving company keys, the Ministry of Public and Business Service Delivery and Procurement acknowledged that it uses a combination of information on the public record and information from what it called internal and external sources, but said for security purposes it couldn't provide more details. In a letter to Sharma, the ministry appeared to blame Dye & Durham Corporation, its own service provider for the registry. But when Sharma reached out to the corporation, he said they told him the responsibility for verification lies solely with the ministry. When we contacted Dye & Durham, they told us they can't comment.
There has to be some checks and balances with the ministry so that no one can do this change from the system itself.
Sharma now worries others may be victimized and not even realize.
This is our livelihood, basically, which is being taken away without our knowledge.
For now, he remains locked out of a property that's rightfully his, with no clear sense of just how this happened or who will take responsibility. Farah Morali, CBC News, Toronto.
Okay.